the fastest way to get out of big debt.
Are you stuck in a cycle of debt and feel like you're sinking deeper every month? Like no matter what you do, your balance just keeps growing, and you can't seem to catch up. If you're feeling overwhelmed, trapped, or even ashamed because of your financial situation, breathe. You're not broken. You're not alone. Millions of people are facing the same struggle, and yes, it's incredibly hard to break free. But here's the good news: there is a way out. Even if you feel completely broke right now. In this video, I'm going to share the exact, practical steps you can take to escape the debt trap, step by step, and finally start regaining control of your financial future. And no, you don't need a high income or some magical solution. You just need a plan, and a little bit of momentum. Let's dive in.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life and
Understanding the problem.
Before we jump into the steps, let's take a moment to understand why debt can feel like an impossible trap. Debt isn't just a number on paper, it's emotional. It weighs on your mind, your energy, your relationships. It can feel like you're stuck in quicksand, constantly moving, but getting nowhere. According to recent studies, around 74% of adults in the US carry some form of debt. And it's not just student loans or mortgages. We're talking about credit cards, personal loans, car payments, payday loans, the kind that can snowball fast and silently drain your financial life. But the real trap? It's not just the money, it's what the debt does to you. The anxiety of checking your bank account. The stress of dodging calls from collectors. The feeling of shame when you can't keep up, even when you're working hard. It's exhausting. And over time, it can break your confidence and your hope. But here's the truth: debt is not a life sentence. You're not lazy. You're not a failure. You're just caught in a system that profits from people staying stuck. And today, we're going to start flipping that script.
Step 1. Face the numbers.
The first step to getting out of debt is simple, but powerful. You have to face the numbers head on. I know it's tempting to look away or pretend it's not that bad, but here's the truth: you can't fix what you won't face. So take a deep breath, grab a pen, open a spreadsheet, or use any notes app that works for you, and start by listing every single debt you owe. That means everything: credit cards, personal loans, student loans, payday loans, all of it. For each debt, write down 3 things: the total amount you owe, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. It might feel uncomfortable, even scary, but this step is absolutely crucial. Once you lay everything out clearly, your debt stops being some vague, overwhelming burden, and becomes a set of numbers you can actually do something about. This isn't about judging yourself or feeling guilty, it's about getting clarity and taking back control. Because once you know exactly where you stand, you'll be in a stronger position to make smart, focused decisions, and that's how real change begins.
Step 2. Prioritize the right way.
Now that you know exactly how much debt you have, the next step is figuring out how to pay it down strategically. And this is where choosing the right method really matters. There are 2 popular approaches: the avalanche method and the snowball method. Let's start with the avalanche. This method focuses on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. While you continue making minimum payments on the others, you put any extra money toward the one costing you the most in interest. It's the most efficient way to save money over time, but it can take a while to see progress, so it requires a bit more patience and discipline. Now, the snowball method takes a different approach. Instead of focusing on interest rates, you start with the smallest debt first. Once that's paid off, you move on to the next smallest, and so on. It may not be the most cost-effective, but it gives you quick wins, and those wins can build powerful momentum to keep you motivated. So which one should you choose? If you're someone who needs emotional victories to stay on track, the snowball method might be a better fit. But if you're focused on minimizing how much you pay in the long run, go with the avalanche. The key is to pick the one that fits your mindset, and stick with it. Either way, you're making real progress.
Step 3. Build a bare minimum budget.
Now that you've got your debt organized and a payoff plan in place, it's time to build a bare minimum budget, a short-term financial game plan that cuts out everything but the essentials. The goal here is simple. Lower your expenses as much as possible so you can throw every extra dollar at your debt. Start by listing your non-negotiables, the things you absolutely need to survive and function. That includes rent or housing, basic groceries, utilities, transportation, and minimum debt payments. These are your essentials. Now take a hard look at everything else: streaming services, eating out, subscriptions, random shopping. If it's not a must-have, it needs to go, at least for now. Yes, this means making sacrifices. But remember, it's not forever. It's a short-term sprint to break free from debt faster. The more you can cut back now, the sooner you'll have financial freedom. Stick to this bare minimum budget for the next 3 months. Track every expense, stay focused, and remind yourself, this temporary discomfort leads to lasting peace of mind. This is where things start to shift. And it's where real financial discipline begins.
Step 4. Increase your income.
While cutting costs is crucial, it's only half the battle. To really speed up your journey out of debt, you've got to find ways to increase your income. Start by looking for side gigs or freelance opportunities. This could be anything from writing, graphic design, virtual assistants, or even tutoring. The great thing about freelancing is that it offers flexible hours and the ability to earn extra cash without a long-term commitment. Don't forget about the unused items around your house. Whether it's old electronics, clothes, or furniture, there are plenty of online platforms like eBay, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace where you can turn your unwanted stuff into cash. Whatever you do, remember the rule: 100% of your extra income goes straight toward paying off your debt. It may feel like a sacrifice at first, but the faster you pay down what you owe, the sooner you'll be able to breathe easier and regain control over your finances. Don't sit back and wait for your expenses to magically decrease. Take the reins. Every extra dollar you make brings you one step closer to your financial freedom.
Step 5. Freeze new debt.
Now that you've started tackling your existing debt, there's one critical step you can't overlook: freezing new debt. It's easy to fall back into old habits, especially with the convenience of credit cards and buy now, pay later options. But if you want to get out of debt, you must stop accumulating more. So, the first step is to freeze your credit cards. Put them away or, better yet, cancel any cards you don't really need. Next, stay away from buy now, pay later services. While they might seem tempting because they let you delay payments, these options only add to your debt in the long run. By setting these boundaries, you're taking control of your finances and ensuring you don't slip back into the cycle of borrowing. It's all about keeping your focus where it needs to be, paying off what you owe, not accumulating more debt.
Step 6. Track your progress.
As you work your way out of debt, it's crucial to track your progress. This helps you stay focused and motivated, especially on days when it feels like nothing is changing. One great way to track your progress is by using a visual tool, like a debt thermometer or a progress chart. Every time you make a payment, update the chart. Watching your debt decrease over time can give you a powerful sense of achievement and remind you that you're heading in the right direction. And don't forget to celebrate the small wins. Maybe you've paid off your smallest debt, or perhaps you've made a significant payment toward the next one. Whatever the milestone, take a moment to acknowledge your hard work. Celebrating these small wins is essential for keeping your motivation high. It reminds you that you're making real progress, and that each step forward brings you closer to financial freedom.
Conclusion.
Let's quickly recap the steps to escape the debt trap. First, face the numbers. Know exactly how much you owe. Second, prioritize your debts wisely. Choose the avalanche or snowball method that works for you. Third, build a bare minimum budget. Cut out non-essentials and focus on essentials only. Fourth, increase your income. Pick up freelance work, a side hustle, or sell unused items. Fifth, freeze any new debt. Stop using credit and avoid buy now pay later traps. And finally, track your progress, celebrate small wins and stay consistent. I know this journey can feel overwhelming, but remember this. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small, stay focused, and take it one step at a time. Progress beats perfection. If you're going through this right now, I'd love to hear from you. Share your story or questions in the comments. I read every single one and respond personally whenever I can. And if you're looking for more practical help, make sure to watch our video on money-saving tips that actually work for everyone. It's packed with actionable ideas to help you stay on track. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content that supports your financial journey. You've got this. Your debt-free life is closer than you think.